Hi kids, and welcome to It's Story Time Kids. Today we've got another Bramble book. This one is A Home Full of Friends by Peter Bentley and Charles Fuge. A home full of friends. Oh. A home full of friends. Oh, and again, A Home Full of Friends by Peter Bentley and Charles Fuge. Just see if I can adjust that so that you can see the picture clearly. Bramble was looking for nuts by the river when a sudden fierce storm made him shudder and shiver. "Oh, bother, I'm bound to catch a cold in this storm. I'm heading back home where it's cozy and warm." Then crash! Bramble nearly jumped out of his skin. Whatever was that? Is the sky falling in? The wind had blown over a rotten old tree. "My house," Snuffle squeaked. "It's as flat as can be. Now there's nowhere to keep out the wind and the wet. Unless, little Bramble, there's room in your set." Oh, that's the whole picture. "Oh dear," Bramble fretted. Sorry, kids. "Oh dear," fretted Bramble, "my set is a mess, and I haven't much space or much dinner, but yes." "Thanks," said the Dormouse. "See you tonight." And she scampered off into the grass out of sight. Oh. Then Bramble met Tipper the Toad by a flood. "My house," Tipper grumbled, "it's full up with mud. Is there space in your set, little Bramble, to stay?" Bramble looked worried but answered, "Okay." Bramble walked on through the icy cold breeze and bumped into Boo running around in the trees. My nest has been buried by leaves," babbled Boo. "Any chance, little Bramble, of staying with you?" "It'll be a tight squeeze," Bramble said, "but all right." "Thanks," said the Hedgehog. "See you tonight." "Oh dear," Bramble sighed when he got through his door. "Do I have enough food in my kitchen for 4? And where will they sleep? I really can't say. Oh, I shouldn't have said they could all come and stay." But Bramble was kind. He would never say no to 3 little creatures with nowhere to go. Doesn't Bramble's set look awesome, kids? Look, he's got like tiled marble flooring, a domed front door. He's got like, what is that? A teddy bear on his bed that looks like a badger. Beautiful painting on the wall with a vase of flowers. What? Hey, look! There's his woodlouse friend. We saw him in the other Bramble book. And look at that badger on the wall. What a great picture. He searched every drawer, every cupboard and shelf. There was just enough food for 3 guests and himself. Look at all that stuff he's throwing around. Toothbrush, hat, grater, knitting needles, I think. All sorts of stuff. Then he looked in his junk room and found some old plates, an old wooden stool, and a couple of crates. We've seen that spider before too, kids. I think that spider was in the last book. But still Bramble worried. I've only one bed. We'll all have to squash in together, he said. The toad's bound to snore, the hedgehog's all prickly, and the dormouse's whiskers are sure to be tickly. They will be tickly, for sure, you're right. Oh, he's got a thought bubble. Look, he's considering what it's going to be like. This is Bramble's imagination. He was worrying still when he heard a loud knock. He opened the door and got a big shock. There's loads! Loads of people. There on the doorstep were Snuffle and Boo, and Tipper with all of their families too. Oh dear, Bramble groaned. I hate to sound rude. You're welcome to stay, but I haven't much food, and there's only one bed. It's just not enough. Don't worry, grinned Snuffle. We've brought loads of stuff. To Bramble's amazement, in marched his guests with things that they'd managed to save from their nests. My goodness, smiled Bramble, there's so much to eat, and blackberry pie, that's my favourite treat. It does look delicious. They had a fine feast round the cosy warm flames. Then Bramble said cheerfully, let's play some games. Oh, that does look cosy and warm. First, they played Pin the Tail. That was good fun. Leapfrog was next. The toads always won. Last they played Skittles out in the hall. The hedgehogs took turns to roll up in a ball. And now, Bramble smiled, it's bedtime, I think. But how about a story and a tasty warm drink? They all gathered round in a big snuggly heap to hear Bramble's tale before going to sleep. Look, he's got Badger's slippers too, and the book he's reading is Brock. Brock the Badger. I think he shows up in another book. And look. Is that Bramble, do we think? He seems the educated sort. And his woodlouse friend is in the basket of wood. With the embers still burning all toasty and bright, Bramble tucked everyone up for the night. My home's a bit crowded, it's true, Bramble said, as he took off his slippers and climbed into bed. But I really don't mind if it feels a bit small. For a home full of friends is the best home of all. Oh, that is so lovely. Look, the woodlouse is in a matchbox. We've got mice up here in a hammock. We got a little mouse here tucked up. Here's a hedgehog family. A mouse in a drawer. A mouse on the drawer. Is that a mouse? No, that's a toad. Or a toadlet if it's one of the baby ones. Toad's there. And there's Bramble. Aww. How lovely was that, kids? That was so wonderful. Oh, A Home Full of Friends by Peter Bentley and Charles Fuge. I love the Bramble books. I hope you enjoyed that one as well. A Home Full of Friends is the best home of all. That was so sweet. Hey, look, I've just noticed his woodlouse is at the door as well. Oh, thank you for joining me, kids. I hope you're all doing all right, and hopefully you're able to join me again for another story soon. You take care now. Bye.